Well, hello everyone, and welcome to our today's webinar called RPGC Fast Track Your Journey to Success. Today we're going to have the presentation of our new, very promising product and a training session on innovative business model called MLCI. And I hope everyone's feeling okay. And I would like to thank you for coming to our event on Saturday. And let me tell you this, after hearing the information we will give you, today will most likely become the turning point in your lives. Let's go to the next slide. And allow me to introduce myself. My name is Denis Pugach, and many of you may recognize me as the company's interpreter, the voice behind the scenes. And it's a role I've held for the last 4 years. And I'm also head of the simultaneous interpretation department. And I'm also a private investor. And my journey as a private investor began with this company. I translated on numerous training courses on financial and investment literacy held by our company, and it helped me improve my knowledge in this field. And recently, a new project emerged, which I will share with you today. And as soon as I learned about it, I decided not only to translate for it, but also to actively participate in its implementation, as it aligns with my passion for gaming. However, you will soon realize that this new project goes beyond just gaming. It's a unique opportunity for gamers, investors, and entrepreneurs. So you don't need to be a gamer to benefit greatly from this project. Let's go to the next slide. And before we proceed, it is very important that you and I read this disclaimer. So it goes as follows. The information provided herein is for informational purposes only and is not intended as financial, investment, tax, or other professional advice. Users are encouraged to seek advice from qualified professionals before making any decisions based on the information provided, while every effort is made to ensure the accuracy and completeness of the information, it is provided as is without warranty of any kind. Best results are typically achieved through a combination of financial literacy training as well as persistent and consistent actions. It is essential to educate oneself and maintain a disciplined approach to achieve optimal outcomes in financial endeavors. Let's go to the next slide, please. Now, let's take a very quick look at today's agenda. So our agenda today is composed of two main parts. Part 1 is product presentation, and part 2 is MLCI business training. And if you're not familiar with the term MLCI, don't worry. We will give you comprehensive information and teach you how to start your entrepreneurial journey using this unique approach to doing business. And by the way, MLCI stands for multi-level crowd investing. So initially, we will delve into the Coinset world. Then we will explore the RedPad Games team and their project, and we'll uncover the intricacies of the RPGC ecosystem and learn about the privilege you get as a token holder. And then after a very short break, we will come back to our training that will be delivered by one of our company's top leaders, a very accomplished MLCI professional. And at the end of part 1, I will answer your questions. And please ask your questions not in the chat, but in the special section called Questions and Answers of Zoom. So we're not going to lose any of those questions. And I'm sure a lot of questions are already answered in our FAQ documents. So please read that document as well. We have it in English, we have it in Russian, and it can be easily translated into any other language by Google. Let's go to the next slide, please. And now I would like to introduce to you Coinset. So Coinset is a new marketing company with an ecosystem that offers its partners exclusive tools for both active and passive income based on the multi-level crowd investing principles. We operate in 146 countries, and currently we support 7 languages. Our community boasts 1,700,000 registered users. Although we might be considered a new platform, we as a company have a huge legacy that goes back to the year 2011, when we first started providing online education on financial literacy, which is why so many people came to us in the first place. Let's go to the next slide, please. Our mission is to implement the new economic evolution of the world, or NEW for short, NEEW. And NEW is more than just an economic model. It's a philosophy of more equitable distribution of wealth and resources. And it's about building a society where people get the chance of owning the companies, the businesses whose products and services they use. And to achieve that mission, we enter into strategic partnerships with innovative businesses and projects around the entire world. And members of our community are the first to enjoy the exclusive benefits that come from such collaborations. And one of such collaborations, partnerships, will be presented today. Another key factor in successful implementation of our mission is education. In our company, we focus on financial literacy because this is what, for some reason, they forget to teach us at school. And there are billions of grown-ups around the world who don't know what they spend their hard-earned money on. And the only investment instrument they know about is a bank deposit, which in some countries offers an interest of less than 1% per year. And we're here, among other things, to change that. And by the way, a lot of information, a lot of education on our platform is given for free. All you have to do is go to our platform and sign up on Coinset. And our vision is to bring the way of doing business to a completely new level. By implementing the approach of multi-level crowd investing, anyone can enjoy the offers made by the ecosystem, become part of it, and earn from it. And today, we will give you every piece of information that you might need in order to know how to do it, how to do this amazing business. And our immediate goal is to have 10 million users on our platform by mid-2024. And this is being achieved by creating an ecosystem of interrelated and complementary services, such as a marketplace, a payment system, a crypto exchange, an education platform. Those projects are already up and running, and many, many other services, products, and projects still in the pipeline. Let's go to the next slide, please. Our unique approach is based on the trifecta of MLCI. And the reason why we call it a trifecta is because by applying MLCI, you achieve 3 perfecta results. First, you get to be a client. You get the earliest opportunity to purchase innovative, unique products on the most favorable terms. You get access to the best products and services in the field, in the market. You get access to workshops and trainings and multiple exclusive promotions. One of such promotions has just ended. It was called Rise Up Promo. Second, you can become an entrepreneur. You get the exclusive opportunity to promote products before anyone else and start doing your business on your own terms. And later in the training part, you will be surprised at the variety of benefits the MLCI business offers. And most importantly, you get the chance to co-own the businesses that you promote. Because there's an equity stake in all of our projects. Equity in this case means a chance for co-ownership. And the size of the equity depends on the partnership terms and the product you choose to promote. Let's go to the next slide, please. And now, allow me to introduce to you our new business partner, RedPad Games. And after we present their company and the offer that we together prepared for you, I'm sure you will agree with me that if you want to potentially increase your capital several times and start your business from scratch, then you are in the right place and at the right time. Let's go to the next slide, please. So, as you know, every product and every business starts with a dream, or more precisely, from individuals who have a dream. And RedPad Games is a team of 70 professionals united by one dream, a dream to create games on a completely new level. They know how to make their product, they know how to inspire people, how to gain their people's loyalty and their customers' loyalty, and how to foster the spirit of unity and friendship, which would become grounds for common success. And the team of RedPad Games have come a long, long way. They worked with such world-renowned gaming giants as World of Warcraft. We're talking about here of 19 years of legendary history, with millions and millions of daily active users at different points in time. At the height of their popularity, World of Warcraft had 10 million active players a month. At its peak, World of Warcraft generated close to $200 million a month on subscriptions alone. Add here in-game items and merchandise. And people from RedPad Games helped them make this epic history. Another great example is World of Tanks by Wargaming. This company originally had only 120 people, very much like RedPad Games today. But thanks to the revenue generated by World of Tanks, Wargaming were able to hire over 5,000 employees worldwide. The company was making $10 million on average on a regular month. So let me give you some statistics about World of Tanks if you never heard about World of Tanks before. Their record for most players playing the game at the same time, people connected from all over the world at the same time, is 1.1 million people. World of Tanks set a Guinness World Record for most players simultaneously connected to one server, and there are many such servers across the world. An astounding 190,541 players. World of Tanks hired Arnold Schwarzenegger, a great actor and the next governor of California, to do their TV and YouTube commercials. And team members of RedPad Games contributed to the success of World of Tanks 2. Members of RedPad Games also worked on other equally renowned projects, such as EVE Online, Call of Duty, Metro, Stalker. If you never heard about them, Google them up. All of these games were major hits in the market, bestsellers. For us, as their partners, all that experience and success stories are a sure sign that these guys know what they're doing. They know the path to the heart of their audience, how to make their players happy, how to make their team successful, and how to make their business prosperous. Let's go to the next slide, please. Now, allow me to answer two questions here. Why gaming and why RedPad Games? So first off, The gaming industry is rapidly expanding. In 2023, this year, the video game market is worth $200 billion. Even the music and film making industries earn less than video games companies. And it would be very unwise of us not to try and enter this vast and very profitable market. There are 3.2 billion gamers, almost half of the population of the world now. And by 2027, there will be 4.5 billion gamers. And before you say gaming is not serious and that the majority of gamers are children, here's another fun fact for you. The average age of a video game player is 35 years old. So we're talking about here responsible grown-ups who have families, most probably, who have jobs, who can make their own decisions, like purchasing a game or purchasing a subscription or an in-game item, so-called skin, or a package on our platform, Coinset. So considering all those numbers, the gaming industry is not only worth our time and attention, but I'm surprised we didn't go to this market before. Probably we've been waiting for a partner such as RedPad Games all this time. And now let me try and explain why RedPad Games is the perfect business partner for us. For us together set on this promising journey. So let's take a closer look at this chart over here on the left. So RedPad Games have key knowledge and experience in the area, which places them in this strategic yet unoccupied intersection of three most profitable and rapidly growing markets. First market is MMO games, massive multiplayer online games. They account for almost $80 billion of those $200 billion market that we mentioned before. Here we also have a $24 billion GameFi market. And GameFi is a combination of gaming and decentralized finance, DeFi. It's the integration of blockchain technology into the gaming sector to earn money for monetization. And this is exactly what RedPad Games are doing. They are offering fintech solutions based on Web3 that allow players to monetize their gaming experience. Let me put it into simple words. They play and earn. Another well-defined trend is metaverse and metaverse gaming. In simple words, metaverse gaming is a combination of virtual reality, augmented reality, and blockchain technology. So what it allows to do is it allows players to explore vast virtual worlds, interact with each other, engage in common quests, battles, trading, and socializing. And blockchain technology makes sure that you own your assets. You can transfer them, you can trade your in-game assets. It means nobody will ever be able to steal your in-game assets or your account unless, of course, you give them the private key or the seed phrase to your crypto wallet. By now, we should all know that it's a no-no. So RedPad Games is on top of that trend too. Let's go to the next slide. And here's their first product, which is based on the strategy that I described before, and which is almost ready and already listed on Steam. And if you don't know what Steam is an online game store with 120 million active users. In addition to having an insanely immersive and beautiful gameplay, this game also offers superb cinematic graphics. Cinematic means that it looks almost like real life. It runs on Unreal Engine 5. And by the way, Unreal Engine is used in filmmaking to make special effects in real time, like Westworld on HBO and The Mandalorian by Disney. So let's take a look at the trailer, and you tell me if this game doesn't look great. Let's play the trailer. Well, although this game looks superb, in reality, the most important product that RedPad Games is releasing, and which will become the backbone of the entire ecosystem, and which will offer incredible opportunities to gamers, business partners, and early investors, is the RPGC token. Let's go to the next slide to see what it looks like. So RPGC is the single key to the entire ecosystem that you can see on this slide, and which, as you can see, consists of 12 major areas, starting from multi-platform gaming and marketplace, and all the way forward to a payment system, crypto exchange, and IT university. And all of that, taken together, is the foundation for a multi-million, nay, even multi-billion-dollar business. Next, RedPad Games will launch their Web3 marketplace. It's already almost developed, and will list their RPGC token first on decentralized exchanges and then on centralized exchanges. The internal marketplace in the RPGC ecosystem is very similar to the online Steam platform that I mentioned before. And absolutely every gamer will need to use the token RPGC in order to make any transactions on the marketplace and the entire future ecosystem. So in other words, the RPGC token represents for us a unique and exclusive MLCI opportunity to become the proverbial early bird. You can use the token yourself if you're a gamer. You can promote the token and build your international business from scratch without almost any kind of investment. And you can become potentially a co-owner of, again, a potentially billion-dollar company. Forget about Bitcoin. This is something much bigger. Here, we are talking about a self-sufficient ecosystem with its own infrastructure and its own currency. And you can become the first owners and promoters of this currency at a very favorable price. The currency which will inevitably grow in its cost for just one simple reason: continuously growing gaming population who will create demand for this token. And now let's talk about the privileges that an RPGC owner gets. Let's go to the next slide, please. So right now, the Coinset community, our community, has a one-of-a-kind opportunity to acquire and to promote this token, which will serve a huge ecosystem at the most favorable price shortly before it gets listed. So let's go through some of the opportunities that we haven't mentioned before. So let's jump to number 3. The ability to use staking as a tool to increase your capital. It's the ability to stake your unfrozen tokens to get even more tokens. And for those of you who don't know what staking is like a bank deposit, but it's in the crypto world. So what you do is you willingly freeze your tokens for a certain period of time. In other words, you take the unfrozen tokens out of the circulation, out of the market for some time. And for doing that, you are rewarded with even more tokens. And the preliminary interest percentage on your staking will be 30% per year. In other words, if you take 1,000 unfrozen tokens and stake them for a year, at the end of that year, you will get 300 tokens more. Number 4, you can participate in the affiliate program and build your business on promoting the token and receive additional income. That's what MLCI is all about. You also get to attend exclusive company events and educational masterclasses and training courses and many, many other privileges that we have already covered or will still cover in this presentation. You can take a screenshot before we change the slides. I'll give you like 5 seconds to do that. Okay, let's go to the next slide. So let's take a quick look at the factors that will contribute to the growth of RPGC token. And by the way, RPGC stands for RedPad Games Coin. Coin equals token in this case. So thanks to the unique business model of this project, the symbiosis of gaming and blockchain industries, thanks to the launch of the large-scale marketing campaign, and also thanks to the demand for this token among gamers and investors, the starting listing price of $1 can grow to $10 or more during 2024. And analysts predict that within 10 years, the potential of the RPGC token could soar from $50 to $900 because the company will launch several gaming projects, and they have a specific roadmap outlining all the gaming projects they will be launching, in addition to many other products of their ecosystem, such as marketplace, already mentioned, bank, payment system. For now, they will be using our payment system, Global Unit Pay. Then they will have their own fund, advertising agency, project publishing, crypto exchange, IT university. There will be Bitcoin halving, and then the token will be listed on top Asian exchanges, as well as their partnerships with such giants as NVIDIA, Amazon, Steam, Epic Games, Binance Pay, Polygon, Global Unit Pay already mentioned. And also they will cooperate with top-notch streamers and celebrities. And the scale of the gamer market generates colossal profits every single year. The more gamers involved in our games, the higher the token price. The company, please note, also have mechanisms for increasing the price of the token, such as buybacks and burning mechanism, which contributes to the shortage of the token and accordingly an increase in the price of RPGC. I will explain what it means. Buyback means that the company will buy its own tokens back from the market. And by doing so, it will remove them from circulation, thus creating shortage, deficiency, or reducing the supply of tokens in the market. And also, they will burn part of those tokens. And by burning, I mean permanent removal of tokens from circulation. In other words, less supply and more demand means the price goes up. Let's go to the next slide, please. And now let's see what kind of an offer Coinset and RedPad Games together have come up with. Let's go to the next slide. Okay, guys, here we have 9 different packages starting from iron to diamond. And those packages intend to match different purchasing powers and different pockets, and also different investment appetites. Obviously, if you go for the biggest package, you will get the lowest price per token. For instance, in the 25 unit, $25 package, one token will cost you 60 cents. Whereas in the $25,000 package, the token price is 20 cents, 3 times less. And to calculate that, divide the package price, the second column, by the number of RPGC tokens included in the package, which is the fourth column, and you will get the token price. Also, I would like to draw your attention to the vesting terms in the last two columns. The lockup period is 6 months, which means that your tokens will start unfreezing after 6 months from the moment, please note, when the token gets listed on the exchange. However, in the bigger packages, it will take a longer time for all the tokens in that package to unfreeze, because you get way more tokens in those packages per dollar. And also, it's a very good sign of forward-thinking and smart tokenomics on the side of our partner, RedPad Games. They don't want a lot of unfrozen tokens being literally dumped into the market, but rather they would like to let the process evolve organically. And considering the RedPad Games plan to list the token at $1, you can do your own math and calculate how many X's or what kind of a return you can make or want to make. So with the most affordable package, 25 units, you can potentially already double up on your initial capital. Whereas with the biggest package, you can potentially make 5x's. Again, potentially. We're talking about crypto world here. And crypto, although people say they can't predict the trends, is really unpredictable. But here, it's not your regular speculative coin. This is a coin supported by an entire ecosystem and a very solid product. Nay, a series of very solid products, because Dustland is just one in a long series of games to be published. Also, in addition, as mentioned before, RedPad will also offer the staking opportunity to reward those people who want to keep their tokens and watch their capital gradually grow. Also, I would like to draw your attention to the Sapphire package. In the middle, it's a package for 1,000 units. Again, units means dollars. With the gift tokens included, you get 3,087 tokens, which makes it roughly 30 cents per one token, which means you can potentially triple your capital once the token gets listed at $1 and once the unlocking period is over. Moreover, you also get the full key to the game, full access to the game. And if you are a gamer like me, you get to enjoy playing their first game, Dustland. You already saw the trailer. And you get to play it right when it gets released. Or you can even participate in the beta. So what I suggest you do is go to the Steam. If you don't have Steam, create an account. It's very easy to do. And add Dustland to your wish list. So what happens is once this game gets published, you will be immediately notified. And if you have already purchased a package by then, starting from, let's see, silver, you will have full access to the game. In this case, it will be a standard version, and you can immediately download it, enter your key, and start playing. And also, if you are not a gamer, because not everyone should be a gamer, you can easily sell that key to someone else, or give it to your children, or give it to someone you know who enjoys playing these kind of games, like it's called Extraction Survivor Shooter. But also it's much more than that. It's also a role-playing game. It's a game that involves thousands and millions of players being connected to one place and interacting with each other. Sometimes aggressively, but you can make alliances and try and be a pacifist. It's whatever floats your boat. And depending on the market, the game key can cost from $25 to $35. And there is one more bonus included in the package. It sits right there in the middle of the table. In the case of the Sapphire package, it's 10 random skins. And if you don't know what a skin is, don't worry, I will give you a quick explanation. An in-game skin is a cosmetic item that changes the appearance of your character, of your weapon, or objects in the game, like armor, backpack, etc. And these skins do not change the game's mechanics. They do not change your abilities. They're used purely for beauty purposes. Skins allow gamers to personalize their in-game characters, in-game items. They make them look unique, and often they make you look more visually appealing without affecting the gameplay, I repeat. And players can purchase those skins, they can earn those skins in the game, or they can trade with each other. And this is exactly what RPGC, among other things, will be needed for. So here's an example. Let's say Chris played the game. Do we have Chris in the house? I think I saw him in the beginning of our meeting. So let's assume Chris decides to play the game, then he accomplishes a mission in the game and receives a very cool looking backpack. But he already has this backpack, or already has a better backpack. So Chris takes this backpack, goes to the marketplace, and tries to sell it to someone who wants this backpack. And let's say Linda wants to buy this backpack, but she doesn't have RPC tokens. So what she will do, she will go to the exchange and buy those tokens from, let's say, Sharon, because Sharon made a smart move and bought those tokens when they were still very, very cheap. So then what Linda does, she buys the backpack from Chris using the RPGC tokens, and Chris can sell these tokens on the exchange for dollars to someone who might need those tokens. It might not necessarily be dollars. It can be rupees if you're in India. It can be euros if you are in Europe, or it can be USDT, USDC, doesn't matter. They will be exchangeable. And according to RedPad Games, a player who will play the game a couple of hours a day casually can earn $200 or $300 a month. Of course, much of it will depend on your personal gaming skills and talents. We're all different after all. And to show you why skins are important, let's go to the next slide. And I'm sure you will be surprised to hear what I'm going to tell you. 1 second, please. Okay. In-game purchases or how skins can be a smart investment in your life. So in-game purchases already overtook video game purchases, and they account for the biggest share of the video gaming market. It means that people spend more money on in-game purchases rather than on buying the actual game. In 2023, the global gaming audience already spent 68, almost $70 billion on additional in-game content. In 2025, the market value of in-game purchases is projected to exceed $74.4 billion. Just take a look at the bottom left corner of the slide. This is a skin from the game called Counter-Strike. It's called Dragon Lore. And currently, the price of this skin ranges from $4,000 to $400,000, depending on the variation of the skin. And if you don't believe me, Google it up. That's how much people are willing to pay for in-game cosmetics. The actual sniper rifle costs less than how much people are willing to pay for a virtual sniper rifle. So back in 2014, you could have bought this particular skin for $300. Or if you were lucky, you could have gotten it for free in a random weapon case. Very much similar to the random skins that you are going to get in your packages. So basically, you could have made on this purchase at least 10x. And again, remember, the Sapphire package for 1,000 units from the previous table gets you 10 random skins. What if you get lucky and get something like Dragon Lore, but from the Dustland world, from the Dustland universe? And I repeat, those skins and game keys are included in most packages as a bonus. And I guess this is the end of my part of today's training, the product presentation, and I'm ready to take any of your questions. And I will go to the Q&A section first, and then once I'm done there, I will try and scroll up the chat and to see if we have any questions left unanswered. What exchange, so Marlene asks, what exchange RPGC will be listed on? So basically, as I already mentioned in my presentation, they will first get their token listed on DEX exchanges, decentralized exchanges, and then on major centralized exchanges. I cannot tell you the exact names, but be sure that as far as the centralized exchanges are concerned, they will be renowned exchanges. I'm almost sure it will get listed on Binance Exchange for one simple reason, because this token is based on Binance Smart Chain. So it wouldn't be reasonable on RedPad Games' behalf not to get this token listed on Binance Exchange. Okay, age to play the game. Do you know the rating? I think, but I might be mistaken, that it's 16 plus. And the reason why it's 16 plus, because it has shooting in it. And I think that's the age restriction they put on most, let's say, combat games. But again, I mean, all you have to do is check the box that you are 16 and you can download the game. Also, this game is going to be available worldwide. It means that no matter where you are, you will be able to download the game and play the game with very little ping. Ping is the delay between your clicking your mouse or pressing a key on your keyboard and your character responding to your command, to your order. And the reason why there will be very small ping is because they will have servers placed across the entire world. So how usually those games work is that you download the client, it's called the client, the installation package on your computer, you install it, and then your client on your computer will exchange data between your computer and a remote server. And all the players will do the same. So everything goes through a, like, let's call it a central hub, all the data exchange, which also prevents from people abusing the game by installing like wall hacking or by installing some cheats. Of course, there are still cheaters out there, but the developers promise they will have a very good anti-cheat mechanism in place, plus a reporting system. Reporting means that if you did not enjoy your gaming experience, or if you think someone is cheating, you can report them. And if enough reports are collected against this particular individual, that individual gets banned from the system. And it makes everyone's life easier. So let's see if we have any other questions. And by the way, guys, I urge you, go and read also the FAQ document, because there is like a list of 50 or more different questions that you can get your answers to. Let's see if we have any questions in the chat itself. 1 second. But guys, this is your opportunity to ask your questions, because people who will be watching this recording on YouTube do not get this opportunity. I'm not calling it privilege, but this opportunity to ask a question live and get their answer live. Okay, 1 second. I don't see any questions in the beginning of this chat. Then it only means that I made my information as clear as it is possibly, humanly possible. Does the system have a DDoS attack proof? I'm not sure you can DDoS a gaming project, but I'm sure the developers, thanks to their immense experience in gaming and in developing games, have thought about protecting their child, their game against DDoS attacks, XXS attacks, etc., etc. And I know it for a fact that they have already passed or almost about to pass an external security audit. Yes, Abraham, they already passed or about to pass a external security audit, meaning that their game is securely and their servers are securely protected against all most common attacks. And this is coming from directly from developers because I attended numerous meetings with them. So let's see. When you can pay when can you pay with a card on the website? Okay, so since we're talking about tokens here, a lot of payment companies and a lot of banks, as you're well aware, are not very happy with crypto transactions, or we're not with transactions that are related to crypto. So what they can do is they simply can block your card payment transaction. Or they might allow you to pay with your card, but the company will never receive that money because it's about tokens. That's why for now, we have two major payment solutions, which is Global Unit Pay, which deals with both fiat and crypto, one of the unique features of our in-house payment solution provider. And also you can pay in crypto. And I implore you, dear leaders and people who have structures, you can teach your team how to use crypto. Crypto has become and will ever be, since forever, since when it first introduced, with us. It will always be with us. It doesn't go anywhere. So it makes sense for us all to learn how to use crypto. So the next question is from Marlene. How will the code be given away if you don't want to play? Good question. Once you pay for the package, starting from $100 and up, or down if you're talking about the table, your name will be added, or your account will be added to a special database. And your account also is linked to your email address. So once the game is released, is published, you will be automatically sent the key to the game. And if you don't use that key, if it's still unused, you can take that key. Let's say it goes like H8KY100S4. So if you never use that key, you can take that key and sell it or give it away to someone else. And once they activate that key, it becomes unavailable. So that person will be able to play the game and no one else. So don't worry, if you don't play the game, you can still receive the key and do whatever you want with that key. Okay, let's now read the questions in the chat because the FAQ is now covered. Yeah, Marlene also says that when you're making a bank transaction, do not mention the word crypto in the purpose of the payment or in the description of your payment. Banks are very, very concerned with crypto, because what crypto does actually takes away their power. Let me give you an example. If you want to make $1,000 transfer via Swift, I don't remember the exact amount, but I think it's at least $25 that you will pay to the bank as a fee to transfer your money to someone else, or even to another bank account that belongs to you. In crypto, it will take you $1. If you send $1,000, it's $1. If you send $1 million, if you are using TRC20 protocol. With ERC20 protocol, Ethereum protocol, it might be $4 to $5 to $8 per transaction. So if we're not, Valiamai Muturaman asks, if we're not actively participating in the game, then how could we sell our earned skins? So the skins that you get in the package are yours, and they will be linked to your account on the marketplace, which is on Web3. In other words, on blockchain. So it belongs only to you. So those 10 random skins, you can take them and you can sell them because they're yours. Of course, if you do not play the game, then you will not get extra skins because you're not playing the game. You will get only the skins that are included in the package. Although sometimes the company, other companies, but probably RedPad Games will do it as well, gives away random skins and gifts to celebrate their anniversary. For example, 5 years into the game, the company will decide to celebrate its 5th year anniversary, and they will give away random skins. And even if you don't play the game, most probably you will be able to collect this gift skin. And if you don't play the game, or if you play the game but don't like the skin, or you have it already, you can go to the marketplace and sell it in the market to someone who wants to have that particular skin. So Sharon asks, when will the game be ready to play? According to the developers, the game is already 90% ready. So there are minor tweaks and improvements to be made before it's released. But of course, it is one thing to release the game, but it is a completely different thing to prepare the community for the release of the game. So the community should be aware that this game is about to be launched. Otherwise, the whole launch can be a failure. That's why the game being ready for 90% doesn't really mean that they should release it right away. Let's better prepare the grounds and then make a huge hit with the game. So Abraham says that the expectation for the PC platform is December. Yes, probably December. I think that's the more or less exact date. But also, guys, it will also depend on our efforts as well. How well we promote this project, how well we promote the token, because after all, the funds raised with the token will also be used for advertising, for further improvements of the game, and for many, many other things. So it also depends on us how soon we can see the release of the game. But the game is already like playable. But first, it needs to be completely finished. Now, another important thing to mention is that the game will first be released on PC, and then consoles, and then mobile platforms. And then it will also be released for virtual reality devices as well. Because remember, RedPad Games is at the intersection of massive multiplayer online games, the GameFi projects, and metaverse gaming. Let's see what else we have. Oh, thank you very much for your support, guys, and your kind words. I think we are at the end of our our product presentation, mind you, product presentation. And if you want to share this opportunity with others, if you received value at today's webinar and you want your relatives, your friends to learn about this product as well, please invite them to our webinar on Tuesday, where we can talk live again and answer your new questions in the chat and tell you about the opportunities offered by this product. Also on Tuesday, we're going to have another business training session for those who want to do business with this product and make money from promoting this token. So please do not miss out on your chance to build your international business from scratch. And you have exactly 2 full days, Sunday and Monday, to invite as many people as possible to our Tuesday's webinar. And on Tuesday, the time of the training will probably be different because we would like to fit the time zones of other communities, for example, both Americas and Europe. So what I invite you to do right now is to sign up, choose and purchase a package, and then invite other people to our webinars. We will explain them everything about this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. And now we'll go for a short 10-minute break, and then you will hear one of our top leaders talk about the MLCI business and how to build your MLCI. I'm not afraid of using this word, empire. So see you in 10 minutes, guys.
Let's go back.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon good morning for the American partners, and good evening for our Australian partners, and good afternoon for our European partners. Let's see if you can hear me, if you can see me. Give me some kind of a sign in the chat. A plus would be okay. So after hearing and watching the presentation of this incredible product by RedPad Games, now is the time for our presentation of MLCI business. And I would like to thank Dennis for putting his efforts into this, let's call it adventure, because that's how I would like to call it, because we start making webinars almost on a daily basis and people need information. It is very important to share that information. The more information people have, the better we go. You guys probably know me already. My name is Giovanni De Rose. I'm a president in this company. I'm an Italian representative of the Global Top Leaders Council. I'm also a professional multidisciplinary investor, because thanks to many years of experience of me working in this project, 7 years by now, thanks to all of that education, thanks to all of that knowledge, and thanks to the objectives that I managed to achieve in this project, I have become an interdisciplinary investor and also an international public speaker. I traveled across the world. I participated in many live and offline meetings in many corners of the world. I have a team of more than 200,000 people, and this is all the result of my activities, of my efforts. So I used to be a public servant, and then I decided to open my own business. And today I manage my own time, I manage my own business, and I make my own decisions. And then thanks to this particular company project, I became a crypto enthusiast. I learned more about crypto in general, and now it's becoming a common sector for the entire world. Let's go to the next slide, please. So the first slide here, which kicks off our today's training, is what your dreams are, or what dreams do you have? Because we all have dreams, me included. My big dream was to be able to travel, to have a nice car, but at the same time, it is very, very important to have dreams. Someone dreams of a house, someone dreams of becoming more fit, and someone dreams just to having a classic car. For example, you see there's a person here who would like to stay healthy and fit. So our dreams, they differ, but you should remember that staying fit means you stay healthy, and when you are healthy, your psychological, your mental health is also okay, and which means that you have more chances of succeeding in your business. Because as they say, good mind in good body, or healthy mind in healthy body. So let's go to the next slide, please. So when you start running a business, you need to understand which category you belong in this quadrant that I'm going to tell you about. And the first time I saw this particular slide, this particular quadrant, was at my Master Profi training years ago. And this is a very important slide, which is called Cashflow Quadrant by Robert Kiyosaki. And you can see people can be divided into 4 categories: workers, entrepreneurs or self-employed, business owners, and investors, because it helps you understand where you sit at. So I was in the first quadrant. I was a worker. I was an employee. So I had a job. I was employed. And basically you work from like 9 to 5, 7, 8 hours, and you get your salary. And when you are an employee, it means you are employed by someone and you follow their instructions. And when you are an employee, basically you sell your time, and you don't have, very often, you don't have any free time to dedicate to yourself. Sometimes you can work more than 40 hours a week. Sometimes you work on weekends as well to make more money. In other words, you sell your time to someone else. In the second quadrant, which is in the lower left corner, we have entrepreneurs, people who are self-employed. It can be a professional who decided to go independent. It can be even a doctor who opens his own or her own private practice. So they work for themselves, they employ themselves. And an entrepreneur like this may not necessarily have fixed hours. They decide when to work, but sometimes they follow the standard routine of 9 to 5. But there is a completely different category of people, which is business owners, people who own their own business. It can be a selling business, it can be a manufacturing business. In this case, those people, they offer jobs to other people. People work for them. But still, this kind of works takes a lot of your time, because you have to think about your business. You have to think about your personnel. You're responsible, in other words, for people working for you. And then there is a fourth type of people, investors. And this is the category I enjoy the most, because over my being involved in this company, I began to fully appreciate what it means to be an investor. It's a person who creates several cash sources, cash flows, that makes their money work for them. You see, in the first case, you have a job and the job gives you money, whereas in investor's case, your money works for you. An investor, again, makes their money work for them and bring more money, thus freeing them more time. So this quadrant really changed my life. It changed the way I saw life. And then I went through all the categories one by one, from worker to investor. Let's go to the next slide, please. So business undergoes evolution like anything else. It all started from traditional business, like we've looked at before, when you have a fixed job, or even when you have a business of your own, but it's still traditional business. And then the traditional business graduated or evolved into network marketing. And our particular company is the next step in the evolution of network marketing. And it all started with the idea of our CEO in 2011, when you do not only run your own business, you promote the products and services that you yourself can use, but also you get the chance to become the co-owner of the business, of the services and products that you promote. So you do not only like work, make your commissions from your business, but also once you, for example, stop doing your network business, you will still have sources of passive income through co-ownership, through building a portfolio of businesses that you co-own. So this is the major difference between traditional network marketing, and MLCI. Let's go to the next slide, and I will show you the advantages of MLCI compared to, let's say, multi-level marketing. So the first thing you get is comprehensive financial and business education. Very often you get it for free. So you are not simply investing money, you are diversifying here. You're investing in your education as well. And as they say, investment in education is the best investment ever. And financial and business education in this case is the most important information. Also, in multi-level crowd investing, you get the chance to apply your newly obtained knowledge into practice. Also, MLCI helps you foster entrepreneurial mindset, and it helps you grow as a leader, as a person, as a human being. So you grow both as a business professional and you grow personally as well. And also, the multi-level crowd investing gives you the opportunity to be involved in diverse business avenues. In other words, you are not solely focused on one product only, like is the case with many other traditional businesses and network marketing companies. So you get to choose which of the products you want to promote, which of the services you want to promote, which one of them resonates with you best. And also you get immediate wins with mentorship, networking, and team support. There are always leaders out there that are ready to help you out. And also you can get big business income with minimum financial input. You can start your business with as little as $10, 10 units. What basically happened to me when I started doing this business, I had almost zero additional income. I just had my salary that came from my main job. But then gradually I grew in rank, I expanded my team, and gradually I was able to build up my capital and also acquire more and more products from the company. So again, the entrance fee is $0 to as little as $10. Of course, the more you invest, the better the returns. And then you can also have in MLCI huge rewards and loyalty programs. Because if you put a lot of efforts into developing this business, you get rewarded by the company for helping them promote their products. And it motivates you. It incentivizes you to spread the word, to reach out to more people, to build your own team. The bigger your team, the bigger your passive income from that team. So this is a very, very profitable system, the system of MLCI. And also it gives you access to financial flow of wealth. In other words, it gives you access to multiple sources of income. And if you play it smart, and if you put together a good portfolio, then you can derive income from different sources at the same time. And basically, our goal here is to have at least 15 people in our community, 15%, sorry, of the global population in our community. And also it is an opportunity for people to be involved, so business professionals to be involved in cutting edge and high potential projects. And RedPad Games is a good example of such cutting edge, high potential projects. But not only, we have other cutting edge projects, fintech projects, fintech projects. Let's go to the next slide, and I will tell you how you can use our bonus plan to the best of your advantages, to your advantage. Of course, everything in our world needs to be used properly. So your outcomes will depend on how well you use the tools and the information at your disposal. If you use it well, you can build a huge team, and that team will give you the best result possible. You will get you the maximum bonuses. Also, you need to understand where you are right now in your structure, in your business, and then what actions you need to take to move forward, how to grow in rank, how to expand your team. And also what you need to do is to calculate your sales volumes and what kind of commissions you can earn from those volumes. It allows you to plan ahead. It actually allows you to plan your business because you know for sure that from this many people, you will get this much income, or from this many sales, you will get this much commission. And also, since you are working with a team, with people, you have to choose the best strategy for working with your team. You need to set up synergy, a symbiosis with your team. Because after all, our business is people's business, and teamwork makes dream work. And if your team doesn't work, then your entire business doesn't work. It literally stops. So together with your team, you need to come up with the best strategy of your collaboration together. We all have the objective to achieve our financial freedom. And MLCI and the bonus plan offered by MLCI is your path towards that financial freedom. And financial freedom means different things for different people. It may be the opportunity to travel around the world, being able to buy things that you always dreamt of buying, or probably pursuing the work of your dream, and then you work it just because you enjoy doing it and not just because you need to make a living. And then we can go to the next slide, please. And as it happened with many of my colleagues with whom we've been creating this business for 7 years, it all starts with simple signing up, with registration following the link given to you by your sponsor. So you sign up, you verify your account by submitting your documents in the back office, and you can start sharing this opportunity with everyone else. So what I did, I started with 2 direct downlines who became partners, and then you will see later how you can, what kind of income you can make when you're a partner, when you're a agent, and when you're a president. So basically what you see here, this ladder, is the ladder that I personally went through on my way to becoming the president. And as you can see, with the rank, the income changes as well. So I started with $3,200 as a partner, and then eventually I was making $100,000. But of course, it depends on how well you build your structure. And then later you will see some of the advice or tips how to build a profiting structure. And the president can make more than 100,000. They can make $1 million easily. It all depends on how you build your structure. Let's go forward with the slides. Next slide, please. And let's take a look at our wealth creation plan, or as we call it, bonus plan. And it's called wealth creation because it helps you create your wealth. Every company, network company, has their own compensation plan and offers different percentages. As then you can see in the last column, the total, when you are a president, you can make as high as 40%. It's a big, big reward for those who want to work with us. And as I told you before, it is with partner that you start making money, and you can already tap into 5 levels. From 0, you can make up to 21%. And this is something that anyone can do. You don't have to start with a huge capital. You can start with literally zero investment. But of course, if you want to move up the career ladder, then of course you need to become an agent. And then in the case of agent, you already need to make a personal purchase of at least 200. But then the commissions change as well. In agent, you make 8% from your first line, 7% from the second line, 5% from the third line, and so on. You see? You see that your percentages increase. And then if you are promoted to the consultant, you can already you receive your core rank. That's when you become the leader. You receive 8% at your first level, and then you can make up to 3% in the fifth line, but then other lines open up for you. From sixth level to infinity, you can earn 2 to 4%. You can make 2 to 4% from the sixth level to infinity. Of course, if you go higher, then the percentages will go higher because you contribute more to the development of the company. For example, you see an agent needs only to make a personal purchase of 200, but then if you want to become and earn as a president, then you should make a personal purchase of 15,000. But at this point, $15,000 is not a big amount. And the difference between, for example, agent and consultant is only $300. And again, you can easily earn that money by promoting your business, by earning more income. So again, you don't have to invest anything. From the start, you can promote, earn commission, and then you can invest that commission into making personal purchases. And we have lots of good projects, good selling projects, like our product that was presented today. And then if you put our new product, RPGC gaming product, on top of that wealth creation plan, you can see that there are lots of potential clients out there, potential gamers, and not only. And we can reach out to millions of people thanks to this new project. And this bonus plan can be of great use for you to develop your business. Let's go to the next slide, and I would like to make you an example. And let's take the core rank of consultant as an example. This is where you start tapping into your leadership income. And it's quite simple to achieve that rank. So the qualifying conditions here is you need to be first an agent. You need to have a personal purchase of at least 500 units, and you can buy a package for 500 units of RPGC tokens, and you can immediately meet the qualification conditions for a consultant. But there are another set of conditions. You need to have 4 agents or more in 4 structures. It can be either 2 agents or higher in your first line, and 2 agents or higher further down the line into other structures. So they can be your personal agents or agents that were raised from your structures, not necessarily directly by you. And as you can see, the commissions of a consultant are quite elevated. From level 1 to level 5, it's 8, 8, 5, 4, 3. But then from level 6 to infinity, it varies from 2% to 4%. So it can be quite high. And it is very important to build a good structure, a good network, because when you have a lot of people in your 6th level and people who make purchases or make sales in those levels, they will bring you a lot of income. Even though level 1 brings you higher commissions, 8 commissions, but because there are way more people at level 6, you will make way more money from level 6. And on the next slide, let's go to the next slide, please. I will show you the initial diagram or scheme scheme, sorry, that you can use to get your first leadership rank. And you just have to fill in the names here. You can easily achieve that objective in 1 week, a couple of weeks, even 1 month. So this should be your first objective that you should rush towards. So you just write in your name where it says you with the personal purchase of $500, and it's easily done again by purchasing the RPGC package for $500, and then you build your network with 2 direct agents and do agents further down the line, not necessarily in your first line. And then the minimum purchase of those agents should be 200 each. And once you do that, you become consultants. So it's quite simple to achieve that objective. On the next slide, we can see, let's go to the next slide, please. You can see how you can set such goals. And there is a very good formula called SMART formula, where each letter stands for a specific requirement that your objective, your goal should meet. So as you can see, for an objective to be SMART objective, it should be S specific. It should be something concrete, something measurable, something that you can quantify. It should, of course, be achievable. It should be relevant, and it should be time bound. So you should set yourself a deadline to achieve that goal, because otherwise it just becomes a dream and not a goal, proper goal. So I suggest you think about this formula, you realize, you understand the deep meaning behind it, and you put it into practice. And then you will gradually achieve your goal step by step. And this is what happened to me when I started going towards agent and then towards consultant. In that period, and I'm talking about like 7 years ago, I already observed that with well-set goals, you can see well-defined results, good results too. I remember that in literally 70 days, I became a manager. And today you can achieve that rank even faster because we have more products, more instruments. And today, the objective of going to manager and higher is really easy to achieve. And let's have a couple of objectives. What kind of, let's go to the next slide, please. And let's see how we can set our goals in monetary terms. For example, the first example that you can see can be the goal of earning $500. So how can you achieve that kind of earning? What kind of sales volumes do you need from your first level to achieve that goal? And you remember the bonus plan that we have had before, the commissions. If I work with my first level only, if I sponsor people, I share information, I familiarize people with our product, and from all the purchases made by my first line, I will be making 8%. But I don't only want to make $500. I want to build my structure. I can sign up 4, 5, 10 people in my first line. So the question is, what kind of sales you need to make to earn $500? Let's go to the next slide. And you will see the formula, the calculation formula. You see that if you apply it to this formula, you need to make sales volume of 6,250 units. So what you do, you multiply 500, the desired amount, by 100% and divide it by 8%. And your result would be 6,250. So $6,250 of sales will bring you $500. But guys, we are in the network marketing here. We would like to make good income right? So we should set higher goals. Let's make an example how you can earn $4,000. So let's go to the next slide, please. And let's set ourselves the goal of making $4,000. So how can I make $4,000 and what kind of sales volumes I need to make? And you do it with your team, 3 levels. So we will go into analyze first 3 levels, your first level, direct level, and then level 2 and 3. And let's see what kind of sales you need to make to get $4,000. And it can take months. You can make it in 15 days. Of course, the commissions, you can see below from level 1, it's 8%. From level 2, it's 8% too, because you are a consultant, remember, right? And it's 5% from level 3. Okay, so let's go to the next slide and we'll see what kind of sales volumes you need to have in order to earn this much. So it doesn't take too much, really. All you need to have is to make sales of $5,000 in your first level, your direct sales. Then you need to make $15,000 in your second level. Again, of course, if you have like 10 people in your first line, then they can already help you achieve your objective of $4,000 only your first line, of course. It all depends on how you build your structure, or how you're building your structure. So from the second level, your sales should be $15,000. And again, it can be one person who will purchase a $15,000 package right away of RPGC tokens, or it can be 3 people who will make $5,000 purchase each. And from the third level, the volume should be $48,000. And you have way more people in your third level than in your first level, usually. So you can see that if you take all of it together, and you apply it to a formula, you will see that your commission from first level will be $400, second level $1,200, and third level it's $2,400. And then if you add it up, you will get your $4,000 of the desired income. Of course, again, the objectives should be more ambitious. And again, when you set your goals, remember about setting your SMART goals. Make it realistic too. And now I'm going to show you a scheme of how you can build your structure using different systems. Let's go to the next slide and I will show it to you. What kind of business building strategies you can apply in your network building. And I will show you on the example of the first 8 levels. On the column on the left, you will see lines, levels, and then you will see different models that you can use. It can be a model 2x2, 3x3, 4x4, and 5x5. If you want to build your business effectively, and it is my personal recommendation, go for the model 4x4 and 5x5, because those are the systems that are most profitable income bearing. But of course, you can start with the simple model 2x2, and you can see that from the first 8 levels, if you follow by the model 2x2, you sign up 2 partners and they sign up 2 partners each. You will have 4 partners at the second level, and then you help your second level to sign up 2 partners each. It will be 8, and so on and so forth. At the 8th level, you have 256 people. For a total of 8 lines, 510 partners. But also remember that the commissions you get from the 6th level to infinity are quite high too. So if you follow this simple model of 2x2, from 8 levels, I repeat, you can get 510 partners. And it can be quite interesting for you, probably even to start with this simple model too. But if you go higher, 3x3, 4 and 4, 5, you can see that it changes progressively, exponentially. The numbers become incredible. If you have 3 by 3, 3 direct partners, then all of them get 3 more. At the 8th level, you have 6,500 people for a total from 8 levels, almost 10,000 partners, 9,800. I have lots of leaders who started with this particular system, and they have now 10 and 15,000 partners in their structure. And the difference here is only one partner. Of course, the model 4x4 is way more efficient, but it doesn't mean that you have to have only 4 people in your first line and they will be working forever. Of course, it should be at least 4 people. You need to have even 20, 30, 4 direct downlines. So there will be always 4 people working in your structure to make sure that there are always 4 people working in your structure. So do not stop yourself at 4 people only. Go for higher numbers. I have more than 100 direct partners in my first line. To be more sure, to be more secure, to be more effective, to get to the desired rank faster. And also remember that most of the ranks require you to have 4 direct or 2 direct plus 2 indirect downlines. As you can see, our business can be built in different ways, following different strategies. And let's go to the next slide, and we will see how you should focus on growing your skills, what kind of work you need to do. We all start from meetings. It all starts from meeting. After all, it's people's business. You yourself, guys, should start networking, trying to set up your own meetings, reach out to people. You can do it via Zoom. You can have offline meetings and should have offline meetings. It can be face-to-face, not necessarily like big meetings. It all starts from small numbers. And then you can use Zoom to have more people in one place. But you still need to create this continuous information flow. And then you should start making presentations. You should run your own webinars. You should attend different masterclasses and workshops to improve your skills, to grow your skills. You can also create your own masterclasses and training courses inside the ecosystem to help grow your structures. And then from small time meetings, you can move on to be the author of your own training courses. And then you can move on to organizing big conferences in hotels and big venues, because live offline or live conferences have way more impact than the online conferences. I personally ran conferences hosting 400 people and more. It's very cool to see people in person and to interact with them in person. And then once you start organizing such conferences, you already become a leader. You start building up your structure, and then you become noticeable, and the agent and the company will start rewarding you by offering you positions in the regional representative councils or local leadership councils as a sign of recognition of your contribution to the company's development. And you can start promoting the company as a local leader or local manager. And then what will happen next, if you do your job well, what happened to me is you become an ambassador. You become member of the top leadership council. Basically, you become the face of the company on the international level. And I've been an ambassador to many countries because I brought the project to those companies, because I have structure represented by 150 different countries across the world. So during your career, you can hold different positions on your journey towards the president. And when you become a president, you are invited to the presidential council. Then you can have your own franchise, your own business. And it's a full-fledged business. And as you remember the cash flow quadrant of Kiyosaki, remember the third quadrant, third category. This is where you become the owner of your own business, because this is what we are doing here. We're doing the business of multi-level crowd investing. And we're building not only income sources, but we are building a family here where people help you on every step. And now let's go to the next slide and let's see the difference between being a partner and a leader. Because everyone who enters our project becomes a partner, but then the leader is the next step. First of all, a leader gets unlimited earnings from the entire structure. A partner gets free access to the platform. They also get access to the marketing plan, the compensation plan. But of course, if they're just a partner, the access is limited. They get access to free business trainings. Also, they can enjoy ongoing support from leaders from the corporate. And also there is a 24/7 product support. And also, as you can see, a partner does not have yet a big structure because they're not yet a leader. But once they become a leader, they get access to a very varied range of different benefits. In this case, like the earnings, as I mentioned, are unlimited. And the earnings come from the entire structure and not only from certain levels. But a partner still can make decent money without even developing their structure. Because after all, we're talking about diversification here. It's just another way of making money. And now let's go to the leader. Again, I repeat, they have unlimited earnings from the entire structure. And it is not limited only to 5 levels. A true leader will have all the levels unlocked for them. I, for example, can make commission from 50th level in my structure. That's how deep it goes. And also, you get, as I mentioned, unlimited levels unlocked. You also you can get invited to the Ambassadors Council, have more reputation, have more fame. Also, you can get to become a regional representative, represent your region, your country. And also you can become an international speaker the way I am acting, in the capacity I'm acting right now. You can travel around the world, participate, and being invited to different events as a VIP guest. And it gives you quite a lot of emotion and motivation. Also, you can become member of the Presidential Council, where basically you decide how the company is going to be run. Also, you are one of the first to get the most important and confidential news, and you are the one who will be conveying that information to your regional and local councils. And then when you are a leader, you can implement your own projects. You can become a project manager in the company. And also, point 8, please note here, a very important point, you can get additional percentages from our big partnerships deals, like the project that was introduced by Dennis today. So in other words, you can get a stake in the partnership if you bring that project on board, or if you contribute to the successful implementation of that project. So you have all those 8 points plus everything that a regular partner has, like free access to the platform, limited access to the marketing plan, unlimited access, free business trainings, ongoing support, and 24/7. So it's up to you to be a passive passenger, a partner, or go for the leadership. And my advice to you is go for the leadership. Go and become a successful person. Let's go to the next slide and see what will be your choice. What is your choice? Do you want to be a partner, a passenger, or do you want to be a person who has a say in the development of the company? But for that, of course, you need to have some guidance. You need to have some skills. And today I'm going to give you some tips how to become a leader. Let's go to the next slide, and I will give you a step-by-step guide how to become a successful person in multi-level crowd investing. So we have a recap consisting of 9 points here. So first of all, you need to research the industry of MLTI, grasp its values, mission, and align them with your own vision. Remember that multi-level crowd investing stands on 3 pillars. You can be a client, you can be a business professional, and you can become a co-owner. So our mission here is to reach out to 15% of the global population. And for that, you need to educate yourself, to train yourself. And the more you research, the more knowledge you get, the easier it becomes for you to accomplish that mission. As a second step, connect with a professional, with a pro. Contact your local leader for their first-hand insights and mentoring. And there are always leaders out there ready to help you. And they are always ready to point you in the right direction. Then you can become such a person yourself later. Also, assess your resources. Understand what kind of skills you possess, what kind of finances you have, what kind of time you have at your disposal, and also identify what your needs are and try to align those skills, finances, and time with your needs. Because some of you guys might be working full-time, others might take it as a hobby. For example, if I dedicate 1 hour per day, then I will be making money equal to 1 hour a day. But then if I dedicate 2 hours a day and I work alone, this is one type of income. But then if I work as a team and then everyone works 2 hours a day together, it's like 2,000 hours a day, even though we have only 24 hours a day. And MLCI allows you to go exponentially on the time that you have at your disposal, have more time at your disposal than actually is available. And then, of course, define your goals. Remember that you need to set your short and long-term MLCI objectives. Use the SMART criteria. Like, this is what I want to achieve in 1 month. This is what I want to achieve in 1 year. I remember the first time I had to write a letter to myself in 1 year. It was part of my master profit training. It's imagine like you're writing a letter to yourself in 1 year, what you become in 1 year. And there I put a lot of short-term objectives and long-term objectives. And then 7 years later, when I go back to that letter, I see that a lot of objectives have been achieved by me, both short-term and long-term. And then engage with MLCI, get involved, be always connected with the community for support and sharing best practices. Share and implement best strategies that we have in the multi-level crowd investing, because not everyone does this business in the same way. Some people might have more efficient systems compared to yours, probably. And if you share your information, you might adapt their system to your business and the other way around. Also, stay updated. Keep up with MLCI news, market trends, and industry shifts. those of you who are present here today, many of you have been with us for many years. You can see that over time, this company underwent major changes and shifts. First, we had just one project. Now we have a full basket of projects. We are now involved in more than one business sector. And you need to always be abreast of all the news and be always updated about the market trends and what kind of industries we are involved. Next one is stay resilient. Well, probably resilient might sound kind of too fancy, too difficult, but it means being resistant to stress, being resistant to changes. And some people are not. They can fall easily under pressure, whereas we need to be always able to embrace challenges, adapt, innovate, persevere, never give up at your first failure. Failure is how you achieve progress, is how you become better. And that's what you should teach to others as well. And also do not be complacent. Do not be happy with the objectives you already achieve. Aim always higher. And do not listen to naysayers and people who are always negative. When I started, people used to tell me, you won't make it. All the network marketing companies are the same, but I persevered, I adapted, I embraced challenges, and most importantly, I believed in myself. I believed in my own abilities, thanks to the education. Education is the path to success. Only those who ignore education will fail. But if you educate yourself, if you stay updated, even when you're a president, you still need to be updated. You still need to be positive and the person who spreads positivity. And you should keep negative people at bay. Keep them at a distance. Haters gonna hate. That's a true saying. And one hater can poison a lot of positive people. So surround yourself with positive people, like-minded people. And we do that through training, among other things. The 8th bullet point here, which is very important bullet point too, is you should always celebrate your victories, your wins. Because when you achieve good results, acknowledge those results, those achievements, boost your morale. Not only your achievements, but the achievements of your company as well. We, as a company, achieved the objective of launching our own STO, security token offering, which is a legal instrument that allows token holders to receive dividends from the businesses included in the STO portfolio. So once you make an achievement, share that achievement, celebrate that achievement to boost morale, and also never lose your hunger for knowledge. Maintain this thirst for knowledge. Keep learning. Even I, being a president, always take more training. And there are lots of training courses out there that will help you improve better and better. And there is no limit to the knowledge that you can absorb. Every new knowledge is good. And then last advice here is stay tuned for our next business MLCI training, MLCI business training. Strengthen your MLCI journey and seize the chance to bring your dreams closer. And you can repeat the journey that I have taken and the achievements that I was able to achieve. You will surely become people, thanks to all the information we have, that will achieve their financial freedom and then share that wealth with their friends and relatives. And then you can create your own legacy and pass on that legacy to generations to come. And we can go to the next slide, please. And we can see the QR codes to follow us on social media. So scan those QR codes, subscribe to our channels on Telegram, Facebook, Instagram to always stay ahead of all the news. So we can see in the chat, Zoom chat, those will be direct links that you can use to get to those Coinset community chats and RPGC chat, because the more information you have, the more useful, valuable you are to your community, and the better we can implement our wonderful project. So on this slide, I would like to thank you all guys for your participation. It's been 2 hours plus if we add here the product presentation by Dennis, and I would like to thank all our moderators, all our technical staff that for their dedication, for their loyalty, for the translation of the slides, for preparation of the slides. I'd like also to thank our management for this wonderful, wonderful opportunity, the project that we can implement together, the MLCI project that gives us the opportunity to become really successful business professionals. Thank you very much again. Please stay updated and follow us on our social media. Have a nice day.
Listen, friend, I want to ask you something. I want to ask you what we normally forget, but it is very important. I suppose it is the most important thing you could hear from me right now. So listen carefully. Here's what I want to ask you to do. Dream. Dream like a child. Sincerely, with an open heart. Dream as if nobody has ever said this awful phrase to you. Dreams don't come true. That's a lie. Your dreams will come true if they are yours. If you believe. If you act. Dream. Dreams inspire. Dreams motivate and move to act. Dreams make you get out of bed and fill you with energy. Dreams make you happier, as you cannot dream about something bad. Dreams give you wings. Dream. Dream. The dream is your vector. A dream with faith and movement forwards is a goal, and the goal is certain. It gives direction. Without a dream, you are blind. You don't know where to go. You're a flugel spinning in place, a splinter carried by the turbulent flow of life wherever it pleases. Be a sheep. Dream. Live consciously. Live a full life. Dream. It is dreams that fill our lives with meaning. Don't exist. Live. I beg you. We did not come into this world to just work, exist, to fight for our place under the sun. We came to dream and thereby create. Dream. Don't look back. Dream about your own, not what you were told. However small your dream is, it is yours. Make it come true and dream about something else that is important to you. Dream after dream, dream after dream. This is life. Do you understand? This is what life is about. Dream, I beg you. Otherwise, others will dream for you. But then you will not live your life, but theirs. And you will make the dreams of others come true, not yours. Do you want this? If this is what you live for, if this is what you dreamed about when you were little, when you loved and knew how to dream, listen, friend, stop. Don't run. You won't make it on time without a dream anyway, if you don't know where to run. Don't waste your time. Don't waste time at all. It is the most important thing you have. I never understood how you could kill time. Stop. Remember what you dreamed about as you did dream sometime before. Dreamed that you would grow up and become someone successful, someone important, significant. You'd become a scientist, artist, doctor, sportsman, cosmonaut. You dreamed about traveling the whole world, discovering new things, creating a masterpiece, leaving a memory of yourself, or simply without knowing how, but dreamed you would definitely be happy. And then for some reason, you stopped, grew up. This world was created by dreamers, madmen. Nobody believed in their dreams. And those people said, hey, this is impossible, stop being silly, do something serious. Everything great that we appreciate, use, take selfies in front of was once someone's dream, someone's impossible fantasy, someone's goal and faith. Dream, friend, wherever you may be, whoever you might have become. It is never too late to make your dream come true. Think, what would you be doing right now if you were not surviving? What do you truly want? Ask yourself. People are made to discover and create. You can't not want anything, not strive towards anything. It is abnormal. Do you understand? Now is the high time to start. Not yesterday, not tomorrow, not from Monday. Now, start dreaming. Dream big and dream small. See yourself and the world the way you like it. Create it in your fantasies, your mind first. Draw your masterpiece. Dream, believe, act, and never give up. Never. You hear me? Never give up and never betray your dream. I believe in you, friend, and you should too. Start dreaming.